Welcome back to Jelly S.O.S. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the foundation of the diamond cutter system or the DCI method, which all the content of DCI or Diamond Cutter Institute is based on, which is the pen story.
Yes.
So if you caught last episode of Jelly S.O.S, right, our pilot episode, okay, you would have heard us talk about the pen, and seeds, and life tools, and deeper causes, conventional causes, and the key again is that in Jelly SOS, we are here to investigate the seeds of success.
Right.
So that you can experiment, okay, the ideas that we discuss in our episodes, so that you can apply in your life, so that you can create success, or in our DCI terms, we call it plant the seeds of success, right? So today, okay, as promised, what did we promise them again?
We're going to talk about the pen story.
So in this episode, okay, we're going to talk about the pen story. And if you are actually listening to this on the road and you can't see us, okay, don't worry, okay. Just try.
Jeann is looking very sporty today.
Yes, I'm ready to work up my seats.
Yeah, mental seeds, right?
So if you're driving, don't worry if you can't see what we're doing, but try to follow every step of the pen story, and try to formulate like a picture in your mind.
Yeah, maybe try to imagine what we are doing.
Yeah, because at the key is for you to listen to the entire pen story, so you get a full picture. Okay.
Right.
So you ready?
Of course.
Okay, so Kelly's gonna, yeah, she said anytime, right? So Kelly's gonna share with us the pen story, and let's go.
Yeah. So Jeann's going to be my audience.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the audience. I'm you guys.
Right. So you're going to be like everyone else. So I'll be asking questions as I'm explaining this pen story. So it's good if you are listening to this, and you may want to also try to answer me as try to follow along to answer me, so that it's easier for you to understand this pen story concept. All right? So first of all, I'm going to ask question. What is this thing that I'm holding in my hand?
Pen.
That's good. Right. So because we say we can write with this, right? So it's a pen.
Yes.
Good. So if a puppy comes in from the door, so you're the dog as well.
Yeah, I have to do like things like ad lib, right?
Yeah. So she's the dog as well. So now, if the puppy sees this pen, what do you think a puppy is gonna do with it? Yeah.
Chew.
Chew on it. Cool. So do you think puppy's gonna see this as a pen?
I just chewed on it, woman.
Yeah. Okay. So for sure, you're gonna chew on it, and of course, a puppy won't see this as a pen. So the next question. So who's right? Are you right or the puppy's right?
Wait, but both are right.
Why? Why do you say that?
I mean, now I'm human Jeann, okay?
Right.
Human Jeann can use it to write.
Right. Okay. Right.
I can write a complaint letter to Kelly to ask her to stop asking me to act as a dog. And then
Yes.
the puppy that Jeann is acting as,
Yes.
can chew on it.
So it functions for both you as to write, use it to write as a pen,
Yeah.
and a dog can use it to chew. So
Yes.
it works both way, right?
Yes.
So we say both are correct. So the next important question. Okay, so try to follow me here.
Following?
Okay, so if I'm gonna leave this thing on the table,
Okay.
all right?
Let's use this one here.
Okay,
Can you see it? Let's try.
all right,
No, you guys can see it. Okay, I'm gonna hold it.
okay.
Yeah, that's a table here.
All right. So I'm gonna leave this thing on the table, and then I'm gonna send Jeann out. I'm gonna send the puppy out, and I myself gonna go out.
Okay.
So in this room,
Okay.
at this moment, there's nobody here. At that moment, what is this thing? It's good. It's a good reply. So what are you doing, Jeann?
Struggling. I don't know. Nothing maybe.
Right, exactly. So to you, at this moment in this room, that when there's nobody there, we we say it's nothing. And it's also what we mean by in the ancient text, the ancient Eastern ancient philosophy, we use the term emptiness,
Which, in other words,
which in other words means the hidden potential. There is a potential in this thing to be anything depending on who walks in next. So, for instance, if the puppy walks back in, so the moment the puppy lays eye on this object, what does this object become immediately?
bone.
Yeah, immediately become a chew toy, right?
Yes.
Right, that's good. So if the next moment you walk in, and the moment your eyes lays eyes on this object, what does it become?
Ah, pen.
Aha, good. So which means when the puppy sees this, it becomes a chew toy.
Yes.
And when you see this thing, it becomes a pen.
Yes.
So now, try to follow me here. Try to understand this. Try to see, okay, the question is this object coming to you to say it's a pen, or it's you looking at the object and you say the thing is a pen? Which way is it coming from?
It's coming from me. It's coming from me, right? Yeah, this way, right?
Right, it's coming.
It can be coming from its own side, telling me it's a pen, right? It's coming from me.
It's coming from you.
Yeah.
Right, and it's coming from the puppy side.
Yes.
To see it as a chew toy.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
That makes sense.
Right, it makes sense because it doesn't say it's a pen. If it talks to you to say it's a pen, it would talk to the puppy and tell the puppy that it's a pen, and the puppy would use it to write as well.
Yeah. So if it's coming from its own side, then it would be a pen to the puppy and to me. But obviously, it's not. Therefore,
right,
it's
so
coming
it's
from
me.
From me.
Right,
Okay.
it's coming from our side.
Yes.
Like whoever's looking at it.
Coming from me.
Correct. So now we all agree. You, me, and probably even the puppy agrees that it's coming from us.
Okay.
Right? This object is coming from us. Now, since we all agree that this object is coming from us, then can I just close my eyes and wish it to be something else instead of a pen? Let's try it together. Close your eyes.
Okay.
And think really hard and wish really hard for this thing to become what you want to be.
I would like at this time of economy downtime, Gold bar would be good.
Okay, let's wish it together then. Wish it really hard that it becomes a gold bar. Right, gold bar.
Gold bar.
Use all your positive energy.
A big fat gold bar.
Right. And then
gold bar.
3, 2, 1, and let's open your eyes. You didn't wish really hard, did you?
I did.
You did? Me too, but it's still a pen. Why do we still see a pen? Well, in democratic system, we say it's because at this moment we have a seed opening from our mind, a mental seed ripen, and it's a pen seed coming that's opening.
Okay.
In this moment.
Yes.
For me to see this object as a pen.
Yes. So basically, there's a seed in my mind that cracks open. Right. And what comes out of that seed? So let's say. Yeah, it's like a small seed, like a luminous image. Okay. Yeah, it's a luminous image of a pen, and then it comes out right from your mind, and then you see this object that projects onto this object. Okay, so it lays onto this thing. It's a mental picture that lays onto the object, and then you label or you recognize it. I see it as a pen. Okay. Exactly. So whereas for the puppy, what does puppy have? A chew toy seed opening, and hence the puppy sees a chew toy. Yeah. So the seed, like a chew toy, to what a puppy recognizes as a chew toy and projects onto the object, and the moment the puppy sees these, and immediately he wants to chew on this object. Right. Right. So that's how we see things around us in our whole life. Okay. Cool. Right. So why is this important?
Why do you think this concept or this pen story is the foundation of the whole democratic system?
Because I mean, like, okay, from my understanding is that
Mhm.
we're using a pen for convenience, right?
Right.
For everyone to understand the idea of the hidden potential and the mental seeds. But the key is that our successes and our failures are just the same.
Exactly.
Like, why do we see success, or why do we see failure, or why do we see certain stuff instead of something else? Is because even success and failure, they are also coming from my mental seeds.
Exactly. So, in other words, what we are seeing, this pen could be our partner, can be our parents, our kids, our children, our society,
Yeah.
our economy, even our finances,
Wow. And our success in that sense,
our
right?
business, and
Everything.
everything.
Okay.
Even your emotions and your thoughts are just coming from your like seeds. They are like the pen coming from your mental seeds. So the next important question you may want to ask is,
How did that seed get in my mind?
why is this important? Why do you want to ask this question?
Because it means I can create the seeds for my success in my life. I create, like she said, if everything in my life is coming from seeds, right? If I don't like anything about my life right now, I can fix it by fixing the seeds that I put in my mind.
Then you can
Become successful.
exactly. So that's the important concept of this pen story.
Because Kelly, we still have time, right?
Right.
A question, and the next question I wanted to ask
Yeah.
is, how did that seed get in my mind? I think it's kind of freaky for some people that
Uh-huh.
am I putting like a physical watermelon seed in my mind or something? That's like,
Open up the brains and plant some seeds in there.
it's kind of unnerving for some people. It's like a bit uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
So can you tell us, maybe before we get to talking about like how we put the plant, how we put the mental seeds in our mind, maybe we can talk a bit more about what does mental seeds actually mean?
All right.
The idea.
Okay. So we said the idea of mental seeds is like what we say, we do, and we think creates an imprint, right? So these imprints is get um, sort of like it's imprinted on our mind,
Right.
and after a few hours, this imprint becomes a seed,
Right.
right? So this is how we have been planting seeds throughout our life because we do a lot of things since we are born. We can't stop thinking the moment we are awake, right? We
Right.
think a lot of thoughts and we say a lot of things to people around us, and then we've done a lot of things, good or bad. So all these things that we have done, uh, said, and thought, right, have created a lot of imprints, which means a lot of seeds have planted within us. So that's why we are
Mhm.
seeing what we're seeing in our world, in our basically the reality that we're seeing is
Right.
coming from our own seeds.
Cool. Can we then also say that, okay, this will also touch a bit on the live tool called video camera.
Right.
Okay, is that we can also say that then, in other words, our mind, is like a video camera, right?
Right.
It's basically
It captures.
it captures, right? It's actually recording everything that we, think, say, do, taste, smell, hear, experience, feel, right?
Right.
So we our camera mind,
Yeah.
it's more powerful than a regular video camera that we have out there. Okay,
Right.
so the idea that it's actually everything that we experience is being recorded in our mind right now, right? So then the question is, what happens to those seeds, Kelly? Do they? I don't know, like because now we're talking about video cameras.
Right.
Obviously, we think about movies, right?
Right.
So like if our mind is kind of like a video camera, it's also a movie projector in a way.
Yeah, that's exactly what is happening. Like in a movie theater, the movie scene is like 35 or 34 frames per second.
24, I think.
24. Oh,
Yeah.
that even not up to 20, 35.
I mean, nowadays we have 60 frames per second, but
Yeah, but still, as you can see from a movie, like we're watching in a theater, we watch movie, it's like 24 frames per second. But in actual fact, how we experience our life in every second, we have like 65 seeds ripening every second. And that includes how you think, your feelings, your
Wow.
emotion, and the things you see, you hear, your taste, and every part of your senses is all coming from your seeds. It's seeds ripening for you to experience what you're experiencing in your everyday life.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I feel that, like usually we think of video cameras and movie projectors, they actually serve two different functions, right?
All right.
I mean, one records, then you have to extract the digital files, and then you put it into the movie projector, as in you publish it, right? Then the movie projector starts to project it onto like the movie screen, right? But our mind does all of this.
Yeah.
And
That's so cool.
this is crazy. Then that brings me back to the next question that Kelly, that I want to ask. Then does it mean that everything that we see around us, everything that we experience around us, is like that movie screen? That like our reality is,
Yeah.
it's actually our seeds projected.
Yeah. So basically, what we experience in our life, like, but you see, the thing is, what your experience and my experience may not be the same.
Because I record it different. We can be recording the same thing,
We can be projecting the same thing,
but it may not be exactly the same
same
thing.
feeling. Yeah, exactly. So like we can hear the same class, the same class, but you hear a different thing than what I hear, or you
Right,
capture
right,
a different content or a different key point than what I capture because
right.
it's my seeds.
We can be in the same scenario, but we are capturing different
Yeah,
stuff in a sense.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
we maybe it may seem like we are projecting the same thing, but it can never exactly be the same.
right.
Maybe we can experience similar stuff, but it doesn't mean that we can always be experiencing the exact same stuff.
Exactly.
Something like that.
And also I would like to explain a little bit about the fact is what we do say and think plants a seed, but it
Right.
all boils down to our motivation. Because when we can be seeing, like, I can be seeing another person doing a kind deed or doing something good
Mm,
to help another person, but I cannot read that person's mind. What is that person's true motivation to be doing that action?
right.
This person may have a deeper or a more selfish selfish motivation because by helping the other person he get recognition or he get fame
Yeah.
through a certain action.
Yeah.
So it's not what you do that plants a seed, but it's what your motivation is that plants a seed. So if you do out of a kind motivation, then the seed you plant would be a good seed.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do a certain action, even though it looks like it's a kind deed or a kind action, but your motivation is selfish, like I want the reporters to report about me doing giving $1 million away as a donation, then what I wanted was fame
Right.
instead of it really wanting to do that generosity seeds of like donating out the money. So it's really the motivation behind all of your action, your speech, and your thoughts that plants the seed. So it's important to recognize that. And the other thing I would also want to say, because of that idea of imprint,
Right.
for ourselves, looking at us, seeing what we do, say, and think. So it's never possible for us to plant seeds for another person. I cannot plant seed for you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you here. And you can only plant seeds for yourself because you watch yourself doing the action, doing the speech, and it's looking, thinking the thought.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's the motivation that plants the seed. Because we do have people asking us, can I plant seed for my children? Can I plant seed for my parents? But because of this understanding that you see yourself watching what you do, and the motivation is the one that plants the seed. So you can never plant seed for
So,
another
so
person.
in other way, then we can say that it's because they need to have their own recorder,
Yeah.
recording the act of them doing something good, to therefore experience a similar result in their life.
Exactly.
Because their recorder have to project that back into their own life.
Exactly. So basically, we are all kind of like a recorder on our own.
And a projector, right?
Yeah, a recorder and a projector. So we record what our motivation is in doing something, and then in the future it projects out the similar seeds.
So then, Kelly, okay, because we are running out of time here for today's episode, right?
Right.
I mean, obviously, in the subsequent episodes, we will investigate the different seeds of success, the different seeds for success, right? But in the next, I feel that it's important for us that in the next episode, we need to explore the idea of like how did that mental seed get in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
right? And how exactly, because you said that we plant seeds through what we say, think, and do, right? But how exactly, is there like some kind of a way that we can plant the seeds that we want in our life?
Yeah.
I feel that it's important for us to talk about that
Yes,
in
it's very
in the
important.
next episode, so that
Yeah.
you guys will know how to actually plant the seeds that you want, the seeds of success in your life, to see it projected in your own life. In other words, right? Okay, there's two ways.
Project your own success.
Yeah, two ways. There's a good way of saying it. There's two ways to say it. Is number one, the simple way is that, oh, okay, I need to first learn how to get that seed in my mind, which is how to plant the seeds of success in my mind so that it ripens into the results that I want in my life. Right? Or in using the terminology of movies and video recording would be, I need to learn how to record, all these
The right stuff.
Yeah, the right stuff, the imprints, right? The video footage that I need to guarantee my success, okay? So that my digital files have all this success footage, and then I can therefore publish it and project it in my life to see myself successful. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay,
Cool.
that's cool.
That's
so,
a good summary.
so I think we did a good summary here,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
The condensed summary. So thank you guys for your time today.
Yes.
So we hope you guys have a good day today, and we will see you
in the next
episode of Jelly
Jelly
S.O.S. See you in the next episode. We're excited to share with you more about these amazing ideas and to investigate seeds of success with you guys for your success. Bye.